In this tutorial I'm going to go over symmetry and how to fix a few things if you ever run into these kind of problems. This is a symmetry here, and this head is symmetrical. It's one of the default models. And what symmetry does, whatever you do to one side, the other side gets affected also. Or vice versa. Control Z that. Now whatever you do to the left happens to the right. Control Z that. And a lot of times what will throw this out of whack is a lot of people, they will turn this off, and for some reason they'll start modeling and pulling on one side of the head. And what you did by that is you threw off the symmetry from the left side to the right side now. So now if I turn it back on and pull on it, nothing happens to the right side or over here if I select on the same point. Now if I select up here, yeah, that's going to work because these points do have symmetry left to them. So let's go back over here and let's say this is the bad side. That was this point here. Alright, I want to pull this way out so you can see it. And we're going to fix this. I'm going to turn this off. And what we need to do is we need to slice the model in half. Now I can select the middle and loop it, but as you can see, it didn't loop all the way around it, and it's just stopped at its lips, and I need to go straight down. And I can fix that. I'm going to go back in face mode, be a little bit quicker, turn on transparency, and I'm going to marquee select it. With the transparency on, this will allow me to select the front of the head and the back of the head. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this here. And I'm going to activate the symmetry. Now we got the clone option on or turn it off. Let's turn this on. And there's two ways you can use this, and when you have it on, I'll show you what would happen if you had it on. So we're going to mirror it to this side, and we're going to validate it. Now I'm going to scale this side down. Now at this point I could weld it, but for this demonstration I'm going to just scale it down. Just because I had the clone on means anything I do to the left side will still happen to the right side, no matter which size they are. Control Z that. So that's pretty handy having a clone option like that. Now I'm going to pause the video and go to the next section. Alright, a lot of people like to model by just doing half a model, then they mirror it. And the problem with that is sometimes when you do that, if you look at the edges right here, they got this jag going up and down, and then they need to be flush straight, because if they're not, this is what's going to happen when you mirror it. You're going to have that big old gap, and it's going to be jagged where the edges are. So we need to flatten out that edge. So Control Z that. Now I'm going to select this edge, and I need some more down here, so we'll make sure it's looped. Okay. Now we have got this little cube on this manipulator. It's the x-axis, so it's red. The trihedron says the red is the x. So when I move this cube, I'm going to be dragging on it. Keep an eye on the size value, which one moves. Okay, it's the first one. Well, this is how it works. It's usually X the first one, Y the second one, Z the third one. So we know it's the first one, so we're just going to go ahead and I just usually hit the backspace or just type 0 in there, press enter. Now this flattened it out. This is what we want. But when I'm gonna mirror it, it's gonna kind of make the nose kind of fat. Fat is because I just need to bring this in just a little bit, and I'm gonna mirror it. That way, the nose, when I mirror from one side to the other, the nose won't be so fat. And we're gonna validate it. And just weld all, and just check for the symmetry here, make sure everything's working, and everything seems to be back in order over here. This model here came with the program as a demo character, so this is where the head came from.